in English at Prospect Hill Academy.
And welcome to Hamlet! The MTBTA rush hour feel, so that's what we got going on in your audience right now. So thank you so much for coming out and also sharing your space. For the folks that are in the front row, please be mindful that this is also part of the performance space, also this row right here. So really keeping your limbs here.
And that door. That door is also part of the performance space. So to be in front of it is to be in the show.
Great, so before we start, please make sure that your cell phone is off. So not on vibrate, not on silent. Making sure that unless you are a doctor who is about to go into surgery in the next hour or so, please don't have your cell phone on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, just to reiterate, this is a one-time show, so don't be that person who, if this one-time performance has a ding-ding-ding happen in the middle of a really awesome dramatic moment. We will come after you, yes. The other thing we want to mention is that we have a lot of exits, different options. Should there be an emergency? There won't be, but if there is, here are your exits. And lastly, we just want to say thank you for being here. This is the first play we've done as a school in so long, and we really want to just thank you as an audience. We want to thank the cast for being part of something so new to PHA and being so brave. And you know, for most of them, this is the first show that they've ever done at PHA and anywhere. So this is just a really exciting moment in our school. And again, we want to thank you for being here and being part of it. Shot clock is on. Please silence your cell phones. Please turn off your cell phones. Anything that makes noise, whether it's a grabber, whether it's, you know, just sort of like, oh, I have a cold and I just sometimes need tissues, or I got some trash or anything like that. Please, 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 please do that now. Your minute starts now. And let's enjoy the show.
Hard. My arms hurt already.
Friends to this ground!
Hello, Bernardo.
Welcome, Marcellus. Welcome, good Horatio.
Has this thing appeared again tonight?
I have seen nothing.
Ratio says 'tis but our fantasy.
Peace! Break the off! Look where it comes again!
It is the same figure, like a king that's dead!
Thou art a scholar. Speak to it, Horatio.
Looking out like a king. Market Horatio.
What art thou that usurpest this time of night, along with this fair and warlike form in which the buried majesty of Denmark did sometime march? By heaven, I charge thee, speak!
See, it stalks away.
Stay! Speak! Speak! I charge thee, speak!
It is gone, and will not answer.
How now, Horatio? You tremble and look pale. Is not this something more than fantasy?
Before my God, I might not disbelieve without the sensible and true avouch of mine own eyes.
Is it not like the king?
As thou art, to thyself.
It faded on the crowing of the cock.
Look, the morn in russet mantle clad walks over the dew of yon high eastward hill. Break we our watch up, and by my avouch, let us impart what we have seen tonight unto young Hamlet. For this spirit, dumb to us, will speak to him.
Though yet of Hamlet, my dear brothers count, the memory be green, and that it us befitted to bear our hearts in grief, and our whole kingdom to be contracted in one brow of woe. Yet so far hath discretion fought with nature, that we with wisest sorrow think on him, together with remembrance for ourselves. Therefore, our sometime sister, now our queen, the imperial jointress to this warlike state, have wheezed twir with the defeated joy, with an auspicious and a dropping eye, with mirth and funeral, and dirge and marriage, taken to wife. And now, Laertes, what's the news with you? What's the hug, Laertes?
My thoughts and wishes bend again towards France, and bow them to your gracious leave.
Have you your father's leave? What says Polonius?
She hath, my lord, wrung from me my soul leave, by labour some petition, and at last, upon her will, I seal my heart consent. I do beseech, give her leave to go.
Take that fair hour, Laertes. Time be thine, and thy best graces spend it at thy will. And now, my cousin Hamlet, and my son.
Little more than kin, and less than kind.
How is it that the clouds still hang over you?
Not so, my lord. I walk too much in the sun.
Hamlet, cast thy nighted colour off, and let thine eyes shine like a friend on Denmark. For thou know'st 'tis common, all that lives must die.
Aye, madam, 'tis common.
If it be, why seem so particular with thee?
Seems, mother. Nay, it is, I know not seems. 'Tis not alone in my inky cloak, good mother. Together with all forms, moods, and shades of grief, not to know me true. It may seem that these are actions men might play, but I do have within me which passes to show. 'Tis but the trappings, the suits of woe.
Why, 'tis sweet and commendable in your nature, young Hamlet, to give these morning duties to your father. But you must know, your father lost a father. That father lost his. But to persevere in obstinate condonement is a course of impious stubbornness. 'Tis unmanly grief, and it shows a will most incorrect to heaven. And for your intent in going back to school in Winterberg, it is most retrograde to our desire.
O Hamlet, let not thy mother lose her prayers. I pray thee, stay with us, go not to Wittenberg.
And will in all my best obey you, mother.
Why, 'tis a loving and fair reply, being as ourselves in Denmark. Madam, come. This gentle and unforced accord of Hamlet sits smiling to my heart.
Oh, that this too sullied flesh would condense resolve and thought self into a dew. That the everlasting had not fixed his canon against self-slaughter. Oh God, God, how stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world. Fire. Ah, fire, 'tis an unweeded garden that has come to seed. 'Tis rank and gross in nature, possess it merely. Come to this. Now 2 months dead. Nay, not so much. Not 2. Oh, how excellent a king as this Hyperion to his satyr. So loving of my mother that he might not be teeing the winds of heaven and visit too roughly upon her face. How she would hang on it, as if increase of appetite had grown the more that she fed. Not 2 months later. Nay, I'll not think upon it. Frailty, thy name is woman.
Hail to your lordship!
It's good to see you, Horatio. Ah, it's good to see you. Good evening, sir, but what make you from Wittenberg? What is your affair in Ellisnow?
My lord, I came to see your father's funeral.
Prithee, do not mock me, fellow student. Methinks you are here to see my mother's wedding.
Indeed, it followed hard upon.
Thrift, Horatio. The funeral baked meats do coldly furnish forth the marriage tables. I had met my dearest foe in heaven, or on that day, Horatio. My father, methinks I see my father.
Where, my lord?
In my mind's eye, Horatio.
My lord, I think I saw him yesternight.
Saw? Who?
My lord, the king, your father. 2 nights together had these gentlemen, Marcellus and Bernardo, on their watch in the dead waste in the middle of the night, been thus encountered, a figure like your father.
Where was this?
My lord, upon the platform where we watch.
Did you not speak to it?
My lord, I did, but answer made it none.
It's very strange.
Upon my life, my lord, 'tis true.
Indeed, indeed, but this troubles me still. Would you watch tonight?
We do.
Then I too will hold watch. Perchance we'll walk again.
I warrant it.
If you have hitherto concealed this sight, it might be tenable in your silence still.
Our duty to your honor.
Your love as well as mine. Farewell. My father's spirit in arms. All is not well. I doubt some foul plan. as it were nights. Till then, sit still, my soul. Foul deeds will rise, though the earth overwhelm them in men's eyes.
Oh man. Holy moly.
My necessaries are embarked. Farewell. And for Hamlet and the trifling of his favor, how did a fashion and a Taurian blood? No more, but so? Think it no more, but you must fear. His greatness weight, his will is not his own, for he is a subject to his birth. He may not, as unvalued persons do, carve for himself, for on his choice depends the safety and health of this whole state.
Yet here, Laertes? Aboard, for shame! The wind is in the shoulder of your sail, and you are stayed for. There, my blessing with thee, and these few precepts in thy memory. Look thou character, give thy thoughts no tongue, nor any unproportioned thought to his act. Be thou familiar, but by no means false. Give every man thy ear, but few thy voice. Neither a borrower nor a lender be, for loan oft loses both itself and friend, and borrowing dulls the edge of husbandry. This above all, to thine own self be true, and it must follow, as the night the day, thou canst not bend me false to any man.
Most humbly do I take my leave, my lord. Farewell, Ophelia. And remember well what I have said to you. 'Tis in my memory locked, and yourself shall keep it here. Farewell.
What is it, Ophelia, she has said to you?
So please you. Something touching the Lord Hamlet.
Mary, what we thought. He told me he hath very often late given private time to me.
He hath, my lord, of late made many tenders of his affection to me.
Affection? Who? Do you believe his tenders, as you call them?
I do not know, my lord, what I should think.
Mary, I will teach you.
My lord, he hath importuned me of love in honorable fashion.
Aye, fashion would call me.
And I've given countenance to his speech, my lord, with all the holy vows of heaven.
Aye, spring his cap wood box. I do know when the blood burns how prodigal the soul bends upon vows. I would not, in plain terms, from this time forth, have you so slander any moment's leisure, as to give words or talk with Lord Hamlet. Look to it, I charge you. Come your ways.
I shall obey, my lord.
There bites shrewdly. It's very cold.
Ah, it's a nipping and eager air.
What hour now?
I think it lasts at 12.
No, it was struck.
Look! It comes again!
Be thou a spirit of health, the goblin damns. Be thy intent wicked or charitable, I will speak to thee. I name thee Hamlet, father, king, royal Dane. Answer me! Will not speak. I will follow it.
Do not, my lord.
Why? What is the fear? I do not set my life at a pin's fee. And as for my soul, what can I do to that, being a thing as immortal as itself?
What if it should tempt you toward the flood, my lord, or the dreadful summit of the cliff, and there assume some other horrible form which might deprive your sovereignty of reason and draw you into madness?
Lost me still. I will follow me.
My lord, you should not go.
Away with your hands! I'll make a ghost of him who lets me. I will
desperate with imagination.
Let's follow him. 'Tis not fit thus to obey him. Something is rotten in the state of Denmark.
Heaven will direct it.
Nay, let's follow him.
I am thy father's spirit, doomed for a certain term to walk the night, and for the day confined to fast and fires. I could a tale unfold, whose lightest word would herald of thy soul. List, list, oh list! If thou didst ever thy dear father love, revenge is foul, and most unnatural. Murder, murder, murder most foul, as in the best there is, but this most foul, strange, and unnatural.
Then haste me to know it, so that I, with wings as swift as meditation, or thoughts of love, may sweep to my revenge.
'Tis given out that, sleeping within my orchard, a serpent stung me. But know, thou noble youth, the serpent that stung your father's life away, now wears his crown.
Oh, my prophetic soul, my uncle!
Aye, that adulterer, that incestuous beast, with witchcraft of his wit and traitorous gifts, won to a shameful lust the will of my most seeming virtuous queen. But soft, methinks I scent the morning air. Brief, let me be. Sleeping within my orchard, my custom always of the afternoon, upon my secure hour thy uncle stole, with juice of cursed poison, and in the porches of my ear did pour the leprous distilment. Thus was I, sleeping by a brother's hand, cut off even in the blossoms of my sin, no reckoning made, but set to my account with all my imperfections on my head. Let not the royal bed of Denmark be a couch for luxury and damned incest. But howsoever thou pursuest this act, paint not thy mind, nor let thy soul contrive against thy mother aught. Leave her to heaven. Adieu. 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 Remember me.
Remember thee. As long as memory holds a seat in this distracted globe. Remember thee? Ah, from the table of my memory, I'll wipe all fond trivial records. Thy commandments alone shall live within a book and volume of my brain, unmixed with baser matter. Yes! By heaven. Pernicious woman! Oh, villain! Villain! Damned villain! Our tables, it is that one may smile, and still be a villain. So, uncle, as you are, now to my word. Adieu, adieu. Remember me.
How is it, noble lord?
What news?
No, you will reveal it.
Not I, my lord. By heaven.
Nor I, my lord.
One poor ghost, that much let me tell you. Give me but one poor request.
What is it, my lord? We will.
Never to speak of what you have seen tonight.
In faith, my lord, not I.
Nor I, my lord, in faith.
Upon my word. Swear. Come on, you hear the fellow in the cellar. Consent to swear.
Propose the oath, my lord.
Here. Upon this sword. Swear never to speak of what you have seen here tonight. Swear. Swear upon this sword never to speak of what you have heard here tonight. Say the words.
We swear.
Oh, rest, rest, perturbed spirit. Time is out of joints. Oh, vicious spice, that I was ever sent to make it right. Come, let us go together.
How now, Frida? What is the matter?
Oh, my lord! My lord, I've been so frightened!
With what in the name of God?
My lord, as I was sewing my closet, Lord Hamlet, his doublet all embraced, no hat upon his head, his stockings fouled, unguarded, and down came to his ankles, as if he was out of hell! He comes before me.
What said he?
He took me by the wrist and held me hard. He felt such bruise of my face as would dry. Long stayed he so, and thrice with his head thus waving up and down. That done, he lets me go, And with his head over his shoulder turned, he seemed to find his way without eyes.
I will go seek the king. This is the very ecstasy of love. Have you given him any hard words?
No, my lord, but as you did command, I did repel his letters and denied his access to me.
That hath made him mad. It is common for the younger sort of that discretion. Yea, I must to the king.
Welcome, dear Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. I entreat you both, that being so young of days brought up with him, to draw him on to pleasures and to gather. So you made good. So from occasion you may glean, whether aught to us unknown afflicts them thus, that open lies within our realm.
Your visitation shall receive thanks as fits a king's remembrance.
Both your majesties might, by the sovereign power you have of us, put your dread pleasures more into command than to entreaty.
But we both mosaic, and here give up ourselves in the full bed, to lay our service freely at your feet, to be commanded.
Thanks, Rosencrantz and gentle Guildenstern.
Thank you, Guildenstern, and gentle Rosencrantz, and I beseech you both instantly to visit my too much dear son.
No!
What news, Clovis?
Your noble son is mad! That he is mad, 'tis true, 'tis true, 'tis pity, and pity 'tis
More
true.
matter, less art.
Madam, I swear I use no art at all. Her pen. I have a daughter, for she is mine, who, in her duty and obedience mark, have given me this. Now gather. And surmise. To the celestial and my soul's idol, the most beautified. That's an ill phrase, a vile phrase. Beautifier is a vile phrase. But you shall. Doubt thou the stars are fire. Doubt that the sun does move. Doubt truth to be liar. But never doubt I love thine evermore, most dear William, whilst this machine is to him paramount. After my daughter showed me.
But how hath she received his love?
What do you think of me?
As of a man faithful and honorable.
I would fain prove so, that she should love herself with his resort, and he, repelled, a short tale to me, fell into a sadness, then into a flash, thence to a lightness, by this declension, into the madness wherein now lives. And oh,
Do you think 'tis this?
It may be very like.
take this from this, if the spirit wise.
How may we try it further?
You know sometimes he walks 4 hours together, here in the love.
So he does indeed.
At such a time I'll loose my daughter, for you and I behind the arras. Mark me now. If he love her not, and be not from his reason calling her on, let me be no citizen or state.
But look, whereon that poor wretch comes reading,
I will word him presently. Give me. How does my good Lord Hamlet? Do you know me, my lord?
Excellent. Well, you are a fishmonger.
Not I, my lord.
And I would you were so honest a man.
Honest, my lord?
Have you a daughter?
I have, my lord.
Another not walk in the sun. Deception is a blessing. If she may conceive, then let it be so.
Still hearken to my daughter. What you read, my lord?
Words, words, words.
What is the matter, my lord?
Between who?
I mean, matter you.
Ah. Slander, sir. For it says here that old men have wrinkled faces, gray beards, eyes purging thick amber and plum tree gum, and a plentiful lack of wit. And if you were to grow as old as I am, like a crab, you would walk backwards.
Though this be madness, yet there is nothing less. How pregnant sometimes his replies are. My honorable lord, I will most humbly take my leave.
You cannot, sir, take from me anything I will not more willingly part with thou. Accept my life. Accept my life. Accept my life.
Go to see Lord Hamlet. There he is.
God save you, sir.
Ah, my excellent good friends. What make you an Ellisnor?
Visit you, my lord, no
Sit.
other occasion.
Sit free visitation? What are you sent for? Come, come, speak.
What should we say, my lord?
Anything but to the purpose. There's a kind of confession in your voice. I know that the king and queen have sent for you.
What end?
That you will
My lord, we were sent for.
tell. I will tell you why. I have of late, but wherefore I know not, lost all of my mirth. And it goes so heavily with my disposition that this goodly frame, the earth, seems to me nothing but a sterile promontory. That this most majestic canopy, the air, look at this brave, overhanging firmament. This majestic roof fretted with golden fires. Seems to me nothing but a foul and pestilent congregation of vapors. What a piece of work is man. How noble in reason. Moving and form, how express and admirable. In action, how like an angel. In apprehension, how like a god. The beauty of the world. The paragon of animals, and yet to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights me not. No, no woman neither, though by your smiling, seem to say so.
My lord, there was no such stuff in our thought.
Then why did you smile when I said man delights me not?
To think, if man delights you not, then what Lenten entertainment shall the players receive from
Gentlemen, you are welcome in Ellisnor. So, is these players well bestowed?
Come, sir.
Hold on a moment. Can you play the murder of Gonzaga? Can you, for need, study a speech of a dozen or 16 lines that I have laid out and insert into it? Good. Follow that one. Oh, what a rogue and peasant slave am I! For I am pigeon-livered and that gal on ear to make oppression bitter. Or I would have fattened a regent's kites on his slaves. Oh, bloody body villain, oh vengeance! What an ass am I! How brave is this that I, son of dear father murdered, driven to my revenge by heaven and hell, must like a whore unpack my heart with words. I hear that guilty creature sitting at a play. I may, by the very cunning of the scene, be struck so to the soul that here I proclaim their malefactions. How the players play something like the murder of my father before mine uncle. If I do a blanche, then I'll know my course. I know that the spirit may be the devil. I have the power to assume a pleasing form, yea, to damn me. But I'll have grounds more relative than this. The play is a thing wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king.
Ophelia, walk in here. Gracious, so peaceful, really still ourselves. Be not spoke. I hear him coming. Let's withdraw, my lord.
I'm not so. That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in a mind who suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. To take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them. To die, to sleep no more. By sleep we mean to end the heartache. 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep no more. Aye, there's the rub, for in the sleep of death, who knows what dreams may lie when we have shuffled off this mortal coil? The undiscovered land from whose bourne no traveler returns puzzles the will. Makes us more willing to bear the ills that we have and fly off to others that we know not of. Thus conscious, thus make cowards of us all. Soft you now, fair Ophelia.
On this ground, I this another day.
Only thank you. Well,
My honored lord, I have remembered remembrances of yours that I long to redeliver.
No, not I. I never gave you aught.
My honored lord, you know right well you did. There, my lord.
I did love you once.
Indeed, my lord. You made me believe so.
You should not have believed me. Yet be to another. Wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners? We are red knaves all of us, believe none. Where is your father?
At home, my lord.
Then let the doors be shut on him, so that he may make a fool of himself only in his own house. Farewell.
Oh, hope of you, sweet heavens! Oh, woe is me to have seen what I have seen!
Some danger, from which to prevent ye shall. With speed to England for the demand of our neglected tribute. Happy the seas and countries different. With variable objects shall expel the something settled matter in his heart. Madness in great ones must not be watched.
Speak the speech, I pray you, as I pronounce it so trippingly on the tongue. But if you mouth the words, like many of our players do, and I have a leaf the town crier, I'll say it for you. And do not saw the air with your hand thus. Do so gently, to get a smooth. Oh, it offends me to the soul, to hear a robustrous, periwig-pated fellow tear a passion to shreds, to bury rags, to split the ears of groundlings, I pray you, do not do it.
I want your honor.
Make haste. Observe my oath. If it is oculated guilt, does not uncurl itself at one speech, then it is a damned ghost we have seen. My imaginations are foul as Vulcan stiffy. Excellent well. The chameleon's dish, I eat the air, promise crammed.
I have nothing with this answer, Hamlet.
Hello, lady, may I lie in your lap?
No, my lord.
Oh, with my head upon your lap.
I, my lord. You are married, my lord.
Who, I?
I, my lord.
What is a man to do but be merry? Look how cheerfully my mother looks. My father dead not within 2 hours.
Nay, 'tis twice 2 months, my lord.
2 months dead and not yet forgotten. Ah, well then there's hope that a good man's memory may outlive his life half a year.
For us and for our tragedy, here's superintendent Clemency. We beg your hearing.
What is this, a prologue or the posy of a ring?
'Tis brief, my lord.
This woman's love.
'Tis 30 years, and Hymen did our hands unite communal in most sacred bonds.
So many journeys in the sun and moon make us again count or our love be done.
Faith, I must leave thee, love, and shortly too. My operant powers their functions leave to do.
The second husband, let me be accursed. None wed the second, but who killed the first.
I do believe you think what now you speak. But what we do determine, oft we break. Purpose is but the slave to memory. This world is not for I. Nor 'tis not strange that even our loves should with our fortunes change.
But here and hence pursue me lasting strife. If once a widow, ever I be a wife.
'Tis deep this one. Sweet, leave me here a while. my spirits grow dull, and fain I would beguile the tedious day with sleep.
What does the lady think of the place? Oh,
The lady doth protest too much, methinks.
oh, but she will to her word. What do you call it? The mousetrap. 'Tis a knavish piece of work. But we are free souls. It affects us, not. This is one Lucianus, nephew to the king. You'll now see anon how the murderer Gonzago gets the love of his wife.
As good as a horse, my lord.
How fares my lord?
Give me light! Order!
My lord!
Light! Light!
Good Horatio. Take the ghost's word 1,000 pounds. Didst thou perceive?
Very well, my lord.
Let's talk of poisoning.
I did very well note him.
My lord, the queen would speak with you. I'm present.
I will see to her by and by.
I will see.
By and by is readily said. Leave me, please. It's the very witching hour of night. Now, I would drink the hot blood, and the day would quake. To seize with such bitter business that I cannot. Soft now to my mother. But heart, hold thy purpose. I will speak daggers to her, but use none.